still love you. Just still love you. Just still love you. Just still love you.
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm super duper excited because I'll be checking out IU's MV for Lilac. Finally, the wait is over. I mean, last time around when I checked out anything IU related was actually her song Celebrity, and I absolutely loved how bright sounding and meaningful that song was, really, with her vocals, her precious vocals, especially with the lyrics, how meaningful the song was, as well as the message being conveyed by IU herself. I think it was just such a memorable one. But as for Lilac, I haven't seen much of the teasers except for the track listing, which I'm super hyped for, her 5th full album that's tied along to Lilac, of course. I did see or did read some article out there about the meaning behind Lilac, about IU saying memories of youth and such, as well as first love, the meaning behind Lilac. But aside from that, let's just get into it, shall we? Alright, IU Lilac, I got the English captions on and all, and from what I'm seeing in the first frame here, a bulletin board of all of her releases dating back to 2012, and of course today's date, the release of Lilac, March 25th. Now, based on this bulletin board with the platform section, I'm assuming that this setting that's gonna start placing the MV with IU is some sort of a subway system or something like that. But let's just get into it. Oh, IU. Where is she headed to, though? Oh. The bass guitar. Lilac. What a bright start. But super funky sounding with the rhythmic bass line and the slap bass, of course. Ooh. Wow. She's looking immaculate in Lilac. Just the scene right here. Ooh. With these disco strings too. A lot of city pop vibes, I'd have to say. Ooh. The piano. Wait a second. Is that Jung Jae-hyun? Let's go, IU. So bright sounding. But I have to say, the song really suits the season of spring. Woo! Oh, hold up. Like a faded mix. Like we're destined to part. Wow. Woo. Bit of saxophone here too. Oh? Jung Jae-hyung as the conductor. Spring is short, but it comes again. Oh my goodness. Spring is short, but it comes again. I absolutely love the meaning and message behind this song as well. Where do I even begin about this song? Let's start with the meaning and message of first things. For spring is short, but it comes again. Like she talked about, from what I read, LILAC, memories of our youth and such. Connecting with our youth and memories and how and at the scene there, IU went off the train off to somewhere else. The next part in her life, in her journey, we have our 20s, our 30s and such, and counting up throughout life as we age, and everything really changes as we grow older and stuff like that, as we move on in life. But at the end of the day, we still have our memories with us of our youthful days and such. Wow, I love the meaning and message that she put out throughout the MV, of course, and as well as the lyrics, I'd have to say, to this song. Now, soundscape wise, I'm all for it. I, for one, love city pop, regardless if it's just slow in tempo, easygoing, or really upbeat. In this case, I love how there's a steady tempo to this song. But what adds it oomph and extra kick is that rhythmic guitar, the slap bass, I'd have to say, and what makes me lean more towards the 80s city pop genre that IU went with here for LILAC, and more so that than just plain and simple disco genre, is definitely the disco strings that were introduced during scenes such as the part where she's like fighting all these bad guys and such. Badass IU herself, of course, we love to see it. And before that, also the nice warm trumpet sounds, brass sounds, you know what I'm saying, and the added sax there near the end there with Jung Jae-hyun. Totally wasn't expecting him in this MV, of course, but I liked his brief cameo moments in this one. But a lot of amazing elements in this song. A bit of percussion instruments, not too heavy in terms of the percussion instrument sections, but I think what makes up for the not prominent sounding percussion instruments is definitely the nuances with the warm trumpet sounds, the bit of saxophone, and of course the disco strings that we've heard in other retro songs. But what makes this song way different than other retro sounding songs I'm hearing is definitely the usage of the instruments and elements placed upon this track paired alongside IU's beautiful vocals. I love how certain lines are dragged by IU, and she just comes through such an angelic manner throughout piercing through the instrumental that is so funky, you know, so addictive, that we are hearing, and you just can't just help but to groove from the first couple of seconds of hearing it. If it wasn't evident, I was like, oh, and then as the song progressed, I'm like jamming out because it was just that catchy and good, which leads to my next point. I think the hooks in this song were implemented in such a great manner, to the point where it's so memorable and catchy at the same time, I'd have to say. So really good on IU, everyone behind the scenes working on LILAC. Love how they went with the 80s city pop genre with a mix of disco, of course, and I love how this song is not too slow in tempo. It's steady going, but there's, like I said, extra kick, extra spice with these other instruments added in the mix. So all in all, 10 out of 10 for me for sure. I could see myself streaming this song, very easy to jam to and such, and like I said, suits the season of spring so much. I think some of my favorite scenes would definitely be IU being a fighter, the scene where she's got the lilac top on, and then especially her black outfit there, and it connects to also what I read about Lilac from IU herself, and the entire album, which I'll definitely do a first listen to. So y'all stay tuned for my first listen to IU's 5th full album. I'd have to say I saw huge people behind the scenes working with IU, recognizable names, and I'll definitely do an in-depth review of IU's full album, as I have never done one on my channel here, believe it or not, or really listened to full on IU albums. I have listened to her mini albums, but not her full album, so I've been missing out. I know, but I'll get to the 5th full album, and eventually maybe to her previous full albums. But let me know if you got any recommendations. Let me know how you liked Lilac. Like I said, I love the meaning and message about our youth and the memories of our youth and moving on in life, and especially with the subway get up and scenes that we saw throughout this MV, connecting to the lyrics within the song and such, and with the super groovy funky instrumental and beat with all sorts of instruments that add so much to the song with IU's beautiful vocals. This has been Garrison though. Be sure to like, share, and maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much, and it just warms my heart connecting with y'all about IU herself, her new song Lilac, or even her variety content if you want me to end up checking and see. You can even talk about her full album already. Tell me a bit of your favorite B-sides, and we shall see in the first listen slash full-on review of her 5th full album by me, of course, what B-sides I'll end up liking in a future video. I'll try to get that out as soon as possible. But as always, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon wherever you are. This has been Garrison. Be sure to stay safe. It's crazy out there in these challenging times. Please promise me that, and peace.